Go ahead.
Members, it is time to make a start. We have attained the quorum. I now call the meeting to order. Item number 1, confirmation of minutes of meeting. Minutes of the 11th meeting held on January the 6th, 2017, paper CB2 570/16 to 17. As of now, I have received no comments on the minutes. Can I take the minutes as read? No objection. The minutes are so endorsed. Item 2, matters arising report on meeting with the CS. There is nothing in particular to report to members on this one. Item 3, business arising from previous council meetings. Legal Service Division report on bill referred to the House Committee in accordance with Rule 54.4. Arbitration and Mediation Legislation Third-Party Funding Amendment Bill 2016, paper LS 23/16 to 17. Dr. Kwokaki, point of order. No, Madam Chair. You said there is nothing to report to us regarding your meeting with the CS. You probably remember that after the last special House Committee meeting, there are so many outstanding items. The CS resigned yesterday. When you met her yesterday, did you ask her how she's going to deal with this mess that she created in the form of the Hong Kong Palace Museum? Right, I've just reminded members that we have a joint subcommittee on WKCD, and members might wish to follow up on the issue at that committee. During the meeting, I have not exchanged any views with the CS. Our Vice Chair asked her whether there is anything that she'd like to communicate with LegCo, and she didn't mention any particular items. So she didn't say anything. Well, we reported the situation to the CS. All right, legal advisor, please, the bill. Madam Chair, we members refer to paper LS 23/16 to 17. The purpose of the bill is to amend the arbitration ordinance and the mediation ordinance to ensure that third-party funding of arbitration and mediation is allowed, and this will not be prohibited by the common law doctrines of maintenance and champerty. And this also sets forth related measures and safeguards. This is on the basis of an LRC recommendations in 2016. On the 28th of November, the administration consulted the AJLS panel, and members expressed concerns about the regulation and control of third-party funders. This has to do with the Law Reform Commission recommendation. Members may wish to set up a Bills Committee. All right, Vice Chair proposes a Bills Committee, and the members wishing to join. All right, there will be further circulation of invitation to members. Item 4, further business for Council meeting of January the 18th, 2017. A, tabling of papers. Report number 9/1617 of the House Committee on consideration subsidiary legislation and other instruments, and also paper 5/1617 have been made available to members vide paper CB2572, and this covers 3 pieces of subsidiary legislation. The period for amendment will expire on the 18th of January 2017. No members indicated their intention to speak. B, members' motions. Proposed resolution to be moved by Mr. Jeremy Tam under Section 34.4 of the Interpretation and General Clauses Ordinance in relation to the Public Health Animals and Birds Animal Traders Amendment Regulation 2016 commencement notice. The wording of the resolution has been issued via LC paper number CB3276/16-17 dated January the 12th. The idea of the notice is to amend the resolution is to amend the commencement date from March the 20th to the 1st of January 2018. B2, proposed resolution to be moved by Mr. Paul J. under Article 75 of the Basic Law. The wording of the proposed resolution has been issued to members via LC paper number CB3270/16-17 dated January 11, 2017. This is to amend, move some minor amendments to the rules of procedure. We have already submitted the details to members of previous meetings. Item 5, position of BCs and SCs. Paper CB2571/16-17. As of Thursday, January the 12th, there are 3 bills committees and 12 subcommittees under the Health Committee, 5 subcommittees to do with policies that are currently in action. There are 5 on the waiting list to do with policies that are awaiting activation. Item 6, proposed duty visit to the Dongjiang River Basin by panel on development. Paper LC paper number CB1419/16-17. Chairman of the Development Panel, Mr. Tommy Zhang. Madam Chair, members, the Development Panel proposes to conduct a duty visit to the Dongjiang River Basin and water supply system on the 19th and 20th of February 2017 to better understand the operation of the system. The details of the visit are set out in the paper. The visit is arranged by the Development Bureau at the request of the Development Panel. About 10 officials from the Development Bureau and Water Supplies Department will be accompanying members on the visit, and they will be paid for by the administration. The panel agreed to invite other members to take part. There are 19 members who have indicated their interest to join, and a name list is set out in Appendix 2. The panel hereby seeks the House Committee's endorsement of the proposal. Thanks very much, Mr. Zhang. I invite members to approve the duty visit proposed by the Development Panel. Dr. Hanina Wong, Madam Chair, the Democratic Party is in support of this visit. Any other members? No? All right, I heard that members are in support of the duty visit, so we will give the endorsement to this proposal. Item 7, arrangements for the debate on the 2017 policy address, paper CB2268/16-17. Members, please note paras 3 to 7 regarding the arrangements for the debate on the 2017 policy address. Basically, this follows the arrangement for the 5th term. The debate will last for 3 days. 15th, 16th, and 17th of February 2017. There will be 5 sessions, and each session will cover one single policy area. On the 15th of February, it will start at 11 a.m. The second and third days will start at 9 a.m. The members, please note that the ending time for each of the 3 days will be about 10 p.m., but may be extended for 30 minutes if necessary. And the total duration of the debate will not exceed 3 days. Members are free to speak once in each of the 5 debate sessions, but subject to the total speaking time limit of 30 minutes. I have written to the CS on this arrangement, and subject to members' agreement, I will write to the CS and ask members to give their comments on the arrangement so that we can consider this at the House Committee meeting. So we're going to have 30 minutes speaking time. No comments? So we will proceed accordingly. As I said, in my capacity as chairman of the House, I'll be writing to the CS, and I'll be reporting to members at the meeting on the 2nd of March. No AOB items. Thank you all very much. Meeting adjourned.